Hello everybody, it is Al Knight, it is Brony time, and welcome back to Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. Now this is my second attempt at recording this episode, as last episode I had a little bit of frame rate issues for some strange freaking reason. I haven't had any problems recording up until this point, and I hope that this eventually gets fixed. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on that. What was that all about? Did that wrestler just chase off a yokai? Looked like he came out of Alderman's Manor. That was the amazing Ninetales. He's a pro wrestler from right here in Ninetales Vale, and no one knows his true identity. He sure seems chipper all of a sudden. What was that all about him banishing Tenmataro? That was a yokai exorcism. It's an annual ritual where Tenmataro is released to remind us of his wickedness. In the end, the nine-tailed fox drives Tenmataro out and purifies the village. The amazing Ninetales did the honors this year. So it was a big surprise, huh? The amazing Ninetales and Tenmataro, huh? Well, whatever floats her boat. Oh, would you look at the time? I'd better get back to work. Please excuse me. She's a strange one, all right. I think she's sweet in her own special way. Knowing Trucy, she probably has lots of friends who are sweet in their own way. Well, we still have some time to kill. Might as well see the rest of Ninetales Vale while we're here. Fun never stops, does it? I think I bought nearly every yokai souvenir that was for sale. I know, because my wallet's running on empty. What's with all the commotion over there? Huh? Hey, isn't that your friend Jinxie? Hope everything's okay. It's terrible. Calm down, Jinxie. Tell us what happened. The demon, Tenmataro. He killed Alderman Kyubi! What? Wait, he killed isn't dead? Yes, and Tenmataro did it! Tenmataro? You stay here while I go have a look. But please wait! Huh? Ah! It's a Tenmataro charm. It should protect you, but please, be careful. The Alderman's in the Fox Chamber at the top of the main staircase. Okay, got it. Oh God! That looks even more gruesome the second time. I did not notice the first time I tried to record this.
Huh? Are you alright?
Who are you?
Help! Someone call an ambulance!
Interesting. The police arrived soon after, at which point I returned to the festival grounds. Apparently the man impaled by the spear was already dead. There was one other person there. And he was rushed to the hospital. Thank goodness the other man's going to be fine. Sounds like he'd only been unconscious. You think Jinxie's going to be okay? I'm sure she'll be back to her old self in no time. At least she's calm enough for the police to question her now. But I'd sure love to know what crazy animal left those feathers and tracks. Oh look, here comes Jinxie. Hi, Trucy. Hi, Mr. Demon Lawyer. Hey, feeling any better? I was wondering if you're filling us in on what happened. So, the man with the spear in his chest was already dead? It was Alderman Kyubi. When I found him, he was already So the victim was the village alderman. The one who was found alive. Who was he? Damien Tenema. He's the mayor of the neighboring city, Tenma Town. They arrested him. So he's the killer? Ah! No! Papa didn't kill anyone! Papa, as in your father? That's right. Jinxie's dad is mayor of Tenma Town. No way. Yes way. But he's innocent. This just got way more complicated. The victim was the alderman of Ninetails Vale, and Jinxie's father, the mayor of Tenma Town, was arrested for the crime. Sounds like we have some investigating to do. I know this is difficult, Jinxie, but you need to hang in there. I know. I'll try my best. Would you mind telling me a little bit more about the victim? So the victim was the village alderman. What can you tell me about him? His name was Rex Cubey. They say his family has ties to the legendary nine-tailed fox. He was really kind, and he always looked out for me. He was a former pro wrestler, and I even heard he knew the amazing Ninetails. Former pro wrestler, huh? That's something to keep in mind. With your father being mayor and all, I guess you're originally from Tenma Town, huh? So then, why did you come work here? It was to overcome your fears, right, Jinxie? Uh-huh. Plus, Mom, who was from Ninetails Vale, though she's no longer with us, she loved these flowers. I always wanted to live where nine-tailed flowers grew. Wow, what a beautiful flower! And with exactly 9 petals, too. Just looking at them gives me courage, even when I'm scared of yokai. Jinxie, when you first told us what happened, you said the killer was a demon. Uh-huh. The warding charm on the Forbidden Chamber's door, it's been removed. The Forbidden Chamber's door? That big door that was barred shut? There wasn't a charm on it when I checked it out, so I guess it was removed by someone. That's how Tenemataro escaped. Oh. Oh! But when I try and remember what happened, it all goes fuzzy. Jinxie, you should go get some rest. You've been through a lot today. Between the wedding charm being removed, warding charm, not the wedding charm, between the warding charm being removed and the black feathers and weird tracks, I could see how a superstitious person might think a demon was the killer. Apollo, maybe this is your chance. Chance for what? To do the right thing and defend Jinxie's dad in court. Who, me? Wouldn't a man like Mayor Tenma have access to more experienced lawyers? You want to know what the detective said? They doubted there was a lawyer who could get a not guilty verdict on this one. Sounds like they're expecting an open and shut case. Don't worry, Jinxie. If everyone could prove your dad's innocent, it's Polly. What? You'll accept the case, won't you, Polly? Oh, it's all over, isn't it? I'll be all alone for the rest of my life. Oh, right. Jinxie already lost her mother. Alright, Jinxie, leave your father's defense to me. Attaboy, Polly. You're going to help Papa, Mr. Demon Lawyer? Yep, because that's what lawyers do. Plus, no toilet cleaning for a while. I'll do whatever it takes to make sure your father walks away a free man. Thank you, Mr. Demon Lawyer. I can tell you're one of the good ones. Red demons are usually so mean. It's been a while, but I'll be fine. Ready or not, here comes justice. Guess I gotta go and meet my new client. But before I forget, better just jot this down in my notebook. Hey, Apollo, what's the notebook for? Oh, I just thought I should jot down some stuff about the case. And so I don't misplace them, I'm putting my notes in the court record. Guess it's what you'd call a to-do list, which is an interesting addition because this did not exist in the other games, and a lot of people, they were confused where to go, what to do, so I feel like this new feature is so people don't get as lost. Oh, sounds handy. To read my notes, I just open the court record with E, and I can switch between the tabs using Q and E. Oh, I almost forgot. So about Jinxie's father, no matter how scary he seems, promise me you'll resist the urge to run away. Wait, what? His angry glare can paralyze you with fear, and some claim he even shoots laser beams from his eyes. Well, maybe Papa isn't really that scary. Paralyzing stale. A paralyzing stare, laser beams from his eyes. He sounds like some kind of monster. I think it's about time I see Jinxie off. I'll head back to the office after I'm done. Okay, thanks. Let's go meet our new, client. Ah, visiting hours. Perfect timing. Hope he's not as scary as he sounds. Who are you? Yikes! So you're Damien Tenma, right? I'm Apollo Justice, attorney at law. I'm here to help. Huh? Ah! Let me out of here! Sorry, I get a loud look sometimes. How incredibly rude! Sorry, did I do something to offend you? A visitor when all others shun me like a common criminal. Here I am with nothing to offer. I am the epitome of rudeness. Wait, so he wasn't mad at me? Worthy as I am Damien Tenma. Damien Tenma shall breach these walls, so that I may treat my benefactor to some tea. Maybe some cookies, too. No, wait, we can do tea and cookies after we prove your innocence. How about you start by telling me what happened? I see. So, tea and cookies can wait, can they? Whew, that was close. We didn't need jailbreak added to the list of charges. He's a good guy, but with a face like that, I can see why he's misunderstood. Mayor Tenma, do you mind if I ask why you were arrested? Huh! Whoa! Sorry, I guess some things are better left unsaid. Bah! Excuse me? To think a public paragon such as I could be treated like this. This arrest should have never happened. Go on. I fear the ill effects it will have on our youth, and I have but one choice. I must leave here at once, if only to protect the moral fiber of our youth. No, wait! You can protect the moral fiber of our youth after you've been declared not guilty. I suppose you're right. Phew, our youth just came this close to quite a scare. My fingerprints were on the spear that killed Alderman Kyubi. That's why I was arrested. Your prints were on the murder weapon? That's never good. Any idea how they got there? None. I hardly remember a thing, you see. I was fast asleep at the time. Someone must have slipped me a sleeping pill or something. What's worse, somebody clobbered me on the head. I see. A drug-induced slumber and a blow to the head. No wonder you hardly remember a thing. Huh, what's some kind of strange laugh? Well, I think we can safely assume your prints were planted while you were unconscious. What do the police have on you as far as the motive is concerned? Truth be told, there's been a bit of trouble between me and the alderman as of late. Oh, was it personal in nature? Nothing like that. It's a long story. But suffice to say, I've been pushing to merge Nine-Tails Vale with Tenma Town. Surrender Nine-Tails Vale to Tenma Town now! Yikes. That's what I told him. I'd like to tell you to stop shouting like that, but I'm too scared. So, that's the motive the police have established for the alderman's murder. Indeed it is. After all, Alderman Kyubi was dead set against your municipal merger. That's why they think you killed him. He was in your way. Ah, curses! Mayor Tenma, are you okay? Jinxie, forgive me. I never meant to worry you like this. I'll work out fine. Just leave it to me. If only it were really that easy. I don't even know where to start. Thank you for meeting with me, Mayor Tenma. Please wait. My daughter, Jinxie. Yes? She already lost her mother. Now with me being held in here, I feel she'll be terribly lonely. I hesitate to ask, but I beg you, be a friend to her in a time of need. Give it to me. Trucy and I will look out for your daughter. I shall rest a little easier then. You know, you remind me of some of the 5 new friends Jinxie has been talking about. New friends? Yes, it seems she's made some new friends since she started working at Nine-Tails Vale. They're quite the unusual bunch, too. There's a lady with an exceptionally long neck, a young lad with an incredibly long tongue, and many other interesting characters. Their friends? Sounds sort of like a bunch of monsters to me. Now, if you'll excuse me, it appears my time is up. Phew, why am I so tired? Must have been more tense than I thought. Still, I'm glad he turned out to be as scary as he looks. A call? Oh, it's Mr. Wright. Justice here. Apollo, is that you? Hi, Mr. Wright. What can I do for you? Trucy told me you've taken on a new case. Oh, that. It was kind of a spur of the moment. He's actually calling me about a case. That's fine, but I have a favor to ask. Sure, what is it? I'm at the airport right now. There was someone I had to meet. New addition to the agency, actually. Her name's Athena Sykes, and she just passed the bar. That's right. I remember hearing about her coming to join us. Guess that was today. She took off as soon as I told her you needed help with a case. It's like there was no stopping her. Wait, what? Where is she now? Probably somewhere in Ninetales Vale by now. That's where that favor I mentioned comes in. I need you to go find her. But I've never even met her before. What does she look like? She'll be the girl in the yellow suit sporting the attorney's badge. Okay, I'll find her. Which to the agency? Well, I better go back to Ninetales Vale quick. I'm gonna save here real quick. I decided I'm gonna do this from now on, just so if I ever have issues with recording and I have to restart, we won't have to go this far back. And yeah, let's go to Yokai Lane again. I already told you! I'm assigned to this case! I need to study the crime scene, so if you would please tell me where QB Manor is. Can't fool me. You're just some delinquent high school student playing hooky. You stupid, pig-headed... This attorney's badge isn't just for show, you know. Looks like I just found Miss Athena Sykes. Why won't you believe me? Don't expect me to defend you in court if you ever get arrested. Well, I'm the one who usually does the arresting, so... Say, shouldn't you be getting back to school? I already told you, I'm a lawyer, not a student. That's it. Enough of your lies. You're coming with me. Ah! Get your hands off me!
What the?
Oh! That's gotta hurt. Okay, now we're back where I was originally. Think you can watch out for the bystanders next time? Whoops! Are you okay? I think so, but the police officer's out cold. I am so sorry. I do that when people suddenly grab me. It's like a reflex or something. Reflex sounds more like a felony. You're Athena Sykes, I take it. That would be me. And you are? I'm Apollo Justice. I work at the Right Anything Agency. The Right Anything Agency? What a fishy-sounding name. It's a long story, but it is a law office, among other things. Didn't Mr. Wright explain it to you? Oh, right, that right. So then you must be... Where have you been? I've been looking all over for you. I could say the same thing to you. Well, here I am. Now, how about telling me a little bit about yourself? Mr. Wright didn't really tell me much, as always. Ah, of course. Feel free to ask away. Sorry, throwing in another quick save here. There we go. Up, see, there we go again. Frame drop. It's unfortunate, but there are going to be a couple of those. Like, I have tried, you guys. I have tried to keep those to a minimum, but... So, Athena, I hear you just passed the bar. That's right. And here's my shiny new badge to prove it. Isn't it beautiful? Oh, so you must be a bit younger than me. A bit more than you might think, in fact. I'm only 18. 18? How in the world did you become a lawyer at that age? I skipped a few grades while I was an exchange student in Europe, and I got my license to practice law while I was over there. All I could say is, wow, she must be a genius or something. I also studied analytical psychology. Thought it might help me to be a better lawyer. Psychology helps her be a better lawyer? How exactly does that work? So tell me about our client. What are they like? Oh, right, you haven't met him yet. Well... And that about sums it up. He's more worried about his daughter than himself. What a wonderful father. Wait, are you crying? I'm not crying. There was something in my eye. They're called tiers. Moving right along, let's get down to business. Helping our client is priority number 1. So, Athena, you mentioned studying psychology. That's right. I've always wanted to bring analytical psychology in the courtroom. The power of psychology will bring a breath of fresh air to our legal system. Oh, really? So how do you plan on using it to defend our client? Well, for example, I can try to listen to the witness's inner voice, and then analyze their psychological state with the help of my trusty partner, Widget. Widget? The device around my neck here. Say hi, Widget. Hi, Widget. It talks? Whoa, you need a volume knob. Anyway, the little guy will sometimes say what I'm feeling. Awkward. Don't worry, you'll get used to it. Now that I seriously doubt. Oh, I almost forgot. I have something you might be interested in. I got it on my way here. Think about it have something to do with our case. Special edition covering our case. That was quick. That's the whole point of special editions, isn't it? To be the first to get the scoop? Rapido. Right. Well, let's see what it says here. Okay, so I guess her studying abroad in Europe explains why she suddenly uses random, like, things. Right. Well, let's see what it says here. What's the deal with the Spanish? Tomataro, real or flight fancy? An airborne figure resembling Tomataro was captured on camera around 3:40 p.m. near Nightales Vale. Tomataro was seen... What? He was seen flying through the sky? Yeah, somebody happened to snap that photo near Nightales Vale. The article goes on to say it might be connected to our case. Apparently that photo was shot right after the murder occurred. Well, there were black feathers and strange tracks at the crime scene. Not surprised locals think a yokai was involved. Wait a second, yokai? Is it one of those Japanese monsters? My god! You don't actually think it was a supernatural murder, do you? No, of course not. Now German? Why not plain old English? Well, she was... I don't know. Andale, Apollo! Let's get cracking on the crime scene already. Okay then. Now throw in another save. Okay, what's next on the list? Investigating the crime scene. What else? Well, what are you waiting for? Last one there is a rotten egg. You don't have to run all the way there. Okay, then how about speed walking? Why does this have to be a competition at all? Excuse me. Do you hear that? It sounds like a TV or something. Oh, look! There's a TV in that little room in the corner. In other news, the mysterious masked wrestler, the Amazing Ninetales, has been confirmed missing according to sources close to the wrestler. It appears he disappeared sometime after the special event held in Ninetales Vale today. He also failed to appear at a match today where he was scheduled to defend his title. Look, a villager says his disappearance may be connected with Tenmataro's recent escape. So that wrestler's gone missing. Hey, you two! You don't belong in here! Hey! Don't worry, there's nothing suspicious. What about their horns of yours? They look mighty suspicious if you ask me. Horns? That's my hair! Anyway, we're lawyers and we're here to... Ah! You're them lawyers came to defend Tenma, ain't ya? Hehehe, should have reckoned what... with that expensive-looking bracelet you got there. The name's Phoenix Finch. I'm the caretaker here. Pleased to meet ya. Same here. Wow, talk about a quick change of heart. So tell me, demon lawyer. Betcha use them demonic horns of yours to scare the bejeebers out of witnesses, huh? Come on, here, you little horn demon, you! Youch! These horns, I mean my hair, isn't meant to threaten anyone. They ain't. She's a mighty big waist of perfectly good horns, if you ask me. Then again, ain't none of my business, so... Ah, that was fast. Guess he's done with me. Well, I best get back to work.
Hold it!
Halt! Stop right there! Huh? Me? Apollo, your bracelet's gone. Ah. Don't you worry, Mr. Lawyer, sir. I'll check the lost and found later. Somehow, I don't think that would be necessary. Just check your wrist right now. Yeah! The cat's out of the bag! It was barely in the bag first place. That was a pretty pathetic attempt. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Just couldn't control myself. Please forgive me, I'm begging you. Yeah. Geez, I almost feel sorry for him now. What should we do about him, Apollo? Well, I got my bracelet back. He seems sorry enough, so I knew you'd understand, lawyer, sir. You obviously got a big heart. As big as the wad of cash in your wallet, I hope. You leave my wallet out of this. Ho-ho! Hey, didn't you just finish apologizing for stealing from us? Run away, head for the hills! Get back here, you! Talk about a quick escape. Looks like he dropped a few things. Looks like a pair of diagrams. This one's of the crime scene. And here's one of the foyer. Left his shoes behind, too. Guy's the living definition of a bumbling thief. Let's hang on to his shoes. We can give them back next time we see him. As for the diagrams, I say we keep them. They look like something the police might draw. Wonder where the caretaker got him. Probably stole him off the police, is what he did. Now then, as I recall, the Fox chamber should be at the top of those stairs. Whoa! Where'd all these black feathers and weird tracks come from? The popular opinion seems to be that they're from Tenmataro. You mean the great evil has returned? Even if he did, I'd be laughed out of the courthouse trying to indict him. Hey, who are you and what are you doing here? This is a crime scene! Oh, hello there. Your appearance seems to have dropped our frames again. And who are you? Are you with the police? I ask first, who are you and what are you doing here? On second thought, I'm placing you under arrest for disturbing a crime scene. Under arrest? But... Save it for the boys back at HQ. Now come quietly or else. I don't want to be late for lunch. Please wait, we're Mayor Tenma's lawyers. Well, why didn't you say so? So you're the lawyers I heard about. Ha ha! I almost took you two in. You two sure were suspicious, though. I don't know how many more times I can take being called suspicious in one day. Sorry, we didn't catch your name. My name? I'm Bobby Fulbright. The heroic detective who defends our good citizens from evil. The champion of justice who come run whenever you're in need. And my catchphrase is, in justice we trust. Hoo boy, this guy's a story and a half. So, what can I do for you? So would it be okay if we had a look around? Certainly not. No unauthorized personnel allowed. Couldn't you make an exception? Cease and desist at once, or you'll have to deal with my little friend here. Ah, yikes! Is he reaching for his... In justice we trust. Phew, it's just his badge. Thought he was an American police officer about to pull his gun on us. You may be Mayor Tenma's attorneys, but you still need authorization to cross a police line. Apollo, let's see if we can't change his mind. Good luck. Let me know how it goes. I bet he's as dense as heroes come. You're wasting your time and mine. Nobody's crossing this line without authorization. I'm a wall of justice keeping injustice that would be you at bay. I knew it. Look, there's just us and you here, right? Justice and me, you say? That's right. Are you trying to say that Justice and I aren't enough to keep you out? What? No, silly. We're saying that you're an inspiration in our quest for justice. No, it can't be! You have him on ropes now, Athena. If we're on the side of justice, would you let us through? But guarding the crime scene is a part of justice too. Sure, but only one bad guy would stand in the way of justice, right? Ah! Whose justice is the most just here? Well, we can't have a fair and just trial without a thorough investigation, so... oh, Lady Justice, what would you have me do? I think we really got to him. Yeah, he seems pretty neurotic as far as champions of justice go. Our pleas for justice might have a huge impact. It's tying him up in knots. Now's our chance to start looking around. After all of that about unauthorized personnel, only this was surprisingly easy. Should I stop them or let them through? Whose justice is more just? Well, let's get to work. We're supposed to be finding clues related to the crime, right? Right. A search of the crime scene should turn up some evidence we can use at the trial. Let's try viewing the crime scene from different angles. You never know what's hiding just around the corner, right? So, we move the cursor with WASD, change our perspective with B and M. If there's a particular spot you want to examine, just give it a tap. Okay, let's leave no stone unturned. Nos allons commencer. Let's get started. Okie dokie. Let's first take a look at this door right here. The Forbidden Chamber. They say the demon Tenmataro was imprisoned in there before his escape. Think we could get this door open? It's worth a try. Oh good. It's shut tight. I don't even see a keyhole. Seems pretty hopeless. In justice we trust. Yikes! Did I just hear the voice of someone in need? Allow me to fill you in. This door simply will not open. We tried and tried, but it won't budge. It's an essential part of the culture found in this manor, so we can't blow it up either. So an unopenable door, right. According to Miss Jinxie Tenma, it was shut tight when she came across the crime scene. Thanks for the tip, Detective Fulbright. We didn't expect you to be so helpful. Ah! Forget I just said that! So the Forbidden Chamber was shut tight at the time of the murder. Sounds like something I better keep in mind. Nothing of particular interest here. What? The green cloth. Oh, really? That's dumb. There's something wedged under this chair. Let's see if we can lift it up and... Freeze! Yikes! No disturbing crime scene evidence, even if you are the mayor's lawyers. Does have a point there. Hey, Detective Fulbright, did you hear about the attack over on Yokai Lane? I heard an elderly woman was assaulted by a strange yokai shaped like a roll of cloth. You waited now to tell me? I better get over there at once. In justice we trust. That was surprisingly easy. Okay, Apollo, now's her chance to look around some more. The more I get to know her, the scarier she gets. She never finds my weakness. Whatever this is, it's stuck on tight. Looks like a blood-stained cloth. The blood's probably the alderman's, but it's pretty far from his body. Wonder how it got here, and why does this seem important? Why does this seem important? So, this is where Alderman QB's body was found. Apparently the murder weapon, a spear, had Mayor Tenma's prints on it. That's not good. Never fear, Detective Fulbright is here! Yikes! Of course, I can't offer you any information on my investigation, so... in the name of justice, I must say goodbye. What was that all about? Oh, wow. That's pretty fucking neat. Window, huh? Someone could have gotten in this way. Hey, this window opens. And outside, we have ourselves a steep cliff. The window only opens about 6 inches, not wide enough for anyone to get in or out. Look, Apollo, there's something caught in the window frame. Looks like gold fur. What a pretty color. It must be some kind of animal. Wonder what it's doing here. Did Alderman QB have a pet fox? Golden fur added to the court record. A statue known. Interesting. What do we have here? Looks like a statue of the nine-tailed fox and Tenmataro battling it out. Be careful, Apollo, it's got blood on it. Really? Hey, you're right. Wonder if it's the alderman's blood. How can you remain so calm after seeing all this blood? Well, this is the first time I've seen something like this, so... You're no fun at all. At least act surprised or grossed out or something for my first case. I'm already a lawyer. You want me to be an actor too? Guess that about wraps it up. Now, if only we could get that detective to tell us what he knows. Hey, Apollo, do you hear something? I don't hear anything. Oh, right. Your hearing must not be as sensitive as mine. What are you talking about? A whooshing sound, like wind rushing through a narrow strait. And the echo of someone's voice. In justice we trust! Ah! Ah ha ha! Someone's got a sharp set of ears! That was the sound of my righteous voice reverberating through the air duct. I heard it through the air ducts? Yeah, check it out. But why would she hear you through there? Why don't we go to the diagram? As you can see, the vent is connected to an air duct that leads out into the hallway. The wind must have rushed through here, and carried my monologue with it straight to your ears. And what a unique monologue it was. I was just thinking, maybe the killer made their escape through the air duct or something. Ha ha ha! A cute theory, but I don't think so. The air duct in the hallway is low enough to climb into, that much is true. But as you can see, the vent in the ceiling is very high. 9 feet high, in fact. I highly doubt that there's any way to get up there without a ladder or something. I don't see anything of the sort in this room. Do you? I guess you're right. Speaking of things in this room. Yeah? Can you tell us what you guys turned up, Detective Fulbright? Not on my watch, buddy! In the name of justice, I cannot reveal facts pertaining to the prosecution's case. I'm sorry, I struggled with that one. Aw, come on. Throw us a bone here. Excuse me, Detective Fulbright, but I recall you saying earlier that you could come running whenever we were in need. Yerk, I suppose I did say that. Helping those in need is what justice is all about, but keeping information out of enemy hands is also a form of justice. Which justice is the most just? Why is this always so hard? Well, how about this? Let's do a little give and take. I mean, serving the public is part of justice too, right? You know, like the police motto. To serve and protect. I doubt leaking information to the defense team falls under that motto. Yes, of course. I must serve as well as protect. Okay, I will share some information. In the name of justice. We did it, Apollo! Yeah, we did it all right. I'm not sure that was entirely ethical. Was it Miss Jinxie Tenema who first discovered the crime scene? That's right. This photo shows what she saw when she opened the door. Miss Tenma had a key allowing her immediate access. A key? So then the Fox chamber was locked. Yes, and Miss Tenma had the only key to its door. Really, so Alderman QB didn't have a key to the Fox chamber. Actually, he had a master key for most of the doors in the manor, but it disappeared after his murder. Disappeared? You think the killer took it? It could very well be connected to the murder. We're looking into the possibility now. But it's the timing of Miss Tenma's discovery that I think is most important. Of course, I'm not going to share that information with you. Ha ha ha! You think you're some kind of champion of justice, but you're just plain old me. I won't fall for that, you shameless rascal. I only help good little boys and girls. Shameless rascal? Who even says that? Well, I wouldn't exactly call you a good little girl either. Those feathers and tracks look like something a yokai might leave behind. You don't actually think the murderer was some sort of monster, do you? What's the name of that creature in the Forbidden Chamber? Tenma something? Because from the black feathers and big tracks, it looks like that creature did it. Our prime suspect would no doubt love to pin the blame on some imaginary creature. Can Tenma whatchamacallit even be made a victim of slander? Doubt the mayor would do something as childish as blaming a boogeyman. So the most likely scenario so far is that Tenma guy left the feathers and tracks behind to make it look like the yokai Tenma was the killer. Wait, what? Now I'm confused as you! At any rate, I doubt Mayor Tenma would plant evidence like that. So, Mayor Tenma is your only suspect. That's right. Even his name, Damien Tenma, makes him sound like a villain. And he's really scary looking too. Wait, are you telling me that's why he was arrested? Ha ha ha! Don't be ridiculous. He was the only one without an alibi. Oh, is that so? Yep. Other than the victim, the suspect, and Miss Tenma, the only others around here were Mr. Filch and Mayor Tenma's aide, and the two of them were together at the time. Filch, the guy who tried to steal my bracelet. Just living up to his name, I guess. We should go talk to him again when we have a chance. What about Jinxie? She's not being suspected at all? She may have no alibi whatsoever. But she also has no motive. Hold on one second, guys. Hello? Yep. Sorry about that, guys. The pizza I ordered arrived. She may have no alibi whatsoever, but she also has no motive. It's unfathomable that she would murder the alderman and pin the crime on her father. Besides, do you really think a little girl could lift up this huge spear? True enough, that spear looks even bigger than her. That's about all I can reveal at this time. Well, you must admit, Demon Tenma appears to be the most likely suspect. I admit it looks bad, but I'm still not buying it. Oh, and one more thing. I must warn you about the prosecutor. The prosecutor assigned to Mayor Tenma's trial. That's the one. He is, how shall I put it, not what you'd expect. That is, unless you faced a convicted killer serving a hard time as a prosecutor before. What the? Is this some kind of joke? Can I ask you why a man in prison for murder is serving as a prosecutor? Because he's mastered the use of psychology in courtroom battles. Everyone's talking about how this murder was the work of some strange creature. The yokai are nothing more than a figment of the imagination. They're baloney! Who better to prove this than a master of psychology? He's the best man for the job. But he's a convicted murderer. No matter how you look at it, that's just insane. Well, the chief prosecutor personally assigned him, so... Wow, it's almost like this defense thing is like super fucking corrupt. None of us are in a position to question the matter. Haha, this really is the dark age of the law. This prosecutor, he wouldn't happen to go by the name Blackquill, would he? Bingo! Simon Blackquill. So you have heard of him. You could say that. What's that supposed to mean? Oh no. Was he the... Oh, we saw that scene at the beginning with her. Well, I bet you didn't know his unofficial title. Ever heard of the Twisted Samurai? That's Prosecutor Blackquill. The Twisted Samurai? Is that because he's a criminal? Well, yes and no. You could say it also has to do with the effect his crime had on things. How so? His conviction is what twisted and warped the legal world into this dark age of the law. What, and he of all people is going to stand in court tomorrow? Ha ha, never fear. I myself will be there to protect you. That's reassuring, I guess. Well, you kids knock yourselves out. Can't wait to see how you do tomorrow. Wait, Detective Fulbright, I've been meaning to ask you something. Why are you barefoot? That doesn't look like the sort of place where you need to... This doesn't look like the sort of place where you need to take your shoes off. I hadn't even noticed. Why am I barefoot? You honestly hadn't noticed until just now? Wait a second. Those shoes we found earlier. Excuse me, Detective Fulbright. These wouldn't happen to be your shoes, would they? Yes, they are. My favorite pair, in fact. Thank you for bringing them to me. You must truly be on the side of justice. Don't tell me Mr. Filch actually stole from a detective. Stealing shoes right off of someone's feet? That's pretty amazing. I find it more amazing that Detective Fulbright didn't notice. Well, looks like we've gotten all we can out of the detective, so let's see. Maybe we should go have a word with Mr. Filch. I want to hear what his alibi is. And we will do that in the next episode. Gosh, this was a recording session. Anyway, I apologize for this one. I'm gonna try to do my best to find out a fix. We have been dropping frames throughout this, so there will be a little stutter here and there. I was kind of worried about this when we got to this game, but I'll see if I can find a workaround. There might be nothing I can do. We're not dropping that many frames, so hopefully we don't have any issues further. It may just be a simple fix, but yeah, still, it was interesting. We have taken on the case. We have found some evidence. We met our detective for this game. I don't know why we're dealing with this guy. I don't know why they just brought Emma back. I kind of wish they did. This guy, I don't really know if I'm to be sold on him yet. But yeah, anyway, thank you all for watching. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to Brony Time for more content, especially more of Apologists to Ace Attorney Trilogy. And make sure to share this video far and wide so we can get as many eyes on this series as possible. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.